Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is one of this week's new releases. It's Black Cat #1 from Marvel Comics. This is one I've been really looking forward to and want to see what they were going to do. It's a really kind of fascinating first issue, and I want to get the credits because there's actually 3 stories within. So Thieves Like Us is the first one. It's Jed Mackay is the writer, artist is Travel Foreman, colorist Brian Reber, letterer Ferran Delgado. There's another one that's just about Black Fox. Let's see if the credits are in here. Should be, right? That one is by Jed Mackay is writer against Mike Dowling, artist, Brian Reber, colorist, Ferran Delgado, letterer. And then there's a cute short one that's like 2 pages. That is by story and art by now Fuji. And the title is Ferran Delgado after Todd Klein. So in the ongoing adventures of Black Cat. Alright, so for those who don't know, Black Cat has kind of taken, she's been pushed forward a little bit in the Marvel Comics and Spider-Man comics. She was in charge of various crime syndicates for a while. She had a pretty prominent role with the Thieves Guild, crossing them recently, and some of that plays off into this. It really kind of is an offshoot of all those adventures. Black Cat's always been a character I thought was interesting. She was a bit too Catwoman-ish for me, and within, I kind of got that vibe as well, though I really enjoyed the comic. Yeah, I mean, there was just so much that reminded me of Catwoman, even to the lettering reminded me of a Catwoman story, but there's still something really fun about it. The way it's presented, the way it's written, it's kind of, I won't say, it's kind of cheeky and like that, just we're going to have fun with it sort of way. And with that, it creates an enjoyable comic that I really like and I want to see what's more of. You know, this isn't something that's challenging you a lot. It's got that tone of Spider-Man where it's supposed to be fun and entertaining. This one's really about a thief. She also has some her gang, and the gang is really entertaining. But what really I think is fantastic, I think of Jed Mackay's writing and the artistic team's interpretation and additions to it is there's something very cinematic about the comic. There are moments where you feel like it is a crime story, like that moment in like Ocean's 11 or whatever, where you know the person's kind of walking and it pauses, and then you get like their name underneath and maybe like what crime they've done, sort of stuff. That's present in the comic, and it just being present has you running that through your head, and it winds up becoming a more of a cinematic, engaging comic that way. It's really interesting. The art overall is fascinating. So like this is an example of what I'm talking about when it comes to that like that moment of that pause and running through it. But what's interesting is like we can see the art style here, but then here the coloring just looks a little bit different, and it's a different style. There was another moment that it really stood out to me where the art style kind of jumped and changed a lot, that I thought was fascinating. I think this was it. Yeah, I think this was it. And it might be the coloring, it might be inking, like I'm not quite sure, but like that panel is very different from like the next page over here. It's just a very different, I don't want to say super different style, but it's enough that I noticed and actually thought there might have been multiple artists. I don't know what the deal is, but definitely stood out to me, not in a negative way. The other 2 stories, the middle one, that's like 2 pages or so, is just a cute story, and then the third kind of ties into it ties into the first story and giving us a little bit more background on a character that shows up and some references. But overall, like I like it. Like I really enjoyed the first issue. I'm looking forward to see what comes next. It's just a fun comic, so definitely check it out. It's out in comic shops now. You can go find your comic shop. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code to tell you if a shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We got some affiliate links. They are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage of that. By doing that, you help support our site, but really you should go support your comics. And speaking of support, I want to thank Marvel for hooking us up with the review copy. We always appreciate it, and thank you so much for that. If you're into comics, you're into Marvel, if you're into Spider-Man, Black Cat, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep, I guess, stealing stuff, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.